kind of hard to see, but there's a little gate arm right here and a little motor reader there. That's on a campus. And you just wonder, like, what is the purpose of putting the gate arm here when clearly everybody is just driving around it? But that's what natural access control is all about, right? You don't need much to create a sense of control or to direct people coming and going from a space. We live in North Cowichan, so when I take our dog for a walk along the trail, there are connections to houses off the trail, and quite often all they have is a gate with not even a complete fence attached to either side of the gate. It's just a gate, very much like this. You can just walk around it and you're into the people's property. But that gate is quite often enough to keep most folks out. So what we try to do with CPTED and natural access control is simply the guidance of people coming and going from your store, from your property. You can use real or psychological barriers. The building itself can be a form of access control. What we're trying to do is remove excuses for offenders to wander and loiter. So quite often when I do an assessment of a large building, I see how long it takes me before I'm in the building and people actually challenge me. And in some head offices, I've been in the building for over 2 hours before finally someone will come up and say, you're new here, aren't you? Like, what are you doing? And why are you taking pictures inside our head office? And when it takes that long for someone to come up and challenge me, then I know that there's a culture of certainly not aware. I guess everyone figures that it's someone else's responsibility to take care of the front door. So it's the same thing in your store or in your home or in your apartment building. If it's someone else's responsibility to greet people and challenge them properly, then obviously offenders pick up on that. And they'll feel that it's a softer target. Conversely, if you have a well-defined space that feels and looks under control, there's a risk, a perception by the offender that if I come into this space, I have to come back out the same way. Someone's likely to see me. I don't want people to see me. I want to be anonymous when I come in. That then becomes a harder target. So here's a simple example of access control features. And we even get down to the different colored paving stones out here. So this is the public sidewalk. Then you've got this little strip of landscaping. Then another color of paving stone. Another trim around here. We've got the columns and fences here that are fairly strong treatments. But there's no excuse for not finding the main door. That means that if someone starts to wander around the ground floor area here, then the occupants in those ground floor units could easily open the window and say, "Can I help you? You're obviously having a hard time finding the front door that you had to pass before you started trespassing across my lawn." So that empowers residents to take ownership. And we don't want them to run out and tackle them. We just want people to make eye contact and say, "Can I help you?" Because that's a challenge.